Rifka again. Time for something new. I think Bob, and for the rest I'll let Theo surprise me.
Okay. Will you turn around so you can see your current hairstyle? You can find her of course on my YouTube channel. We did some hairstyles. I'm gonna make a wonderful pop of this line. Dankjewel. Hello friends on YouTube. Got Rifka again. Now start as always with protection. In the front I make also mostly a photo shoot, so you can see the lines real nice that the natural hair has. Her hair is clean. My models always, I ask them to wash the hair a day before, because then I can see of course the natural waving, the natural lines, but also I have the natural protection when I'm coloring the hair. Start by wetting the hair. Do this cut with hot razor because then she don't have damage on the hair. Hot razor is very hard to find, but you can find them on Ergo tools, and they come from the United States, but it's very hard to get them into Europe, for example. But there are ways, but when I know the perfect way, I'll tell you that. Aqua. Start by wetting the hair. Now this side I need to grow back, because otherwise I cannot not get to a bob. Of course I have length on this side, so it will be a little bit asymmetrical, but not much. And she loves to have a playful, so not a hard line bob. But that's nice on this kind of hair. Start by pinning up the hairs. Go over the center of the skull onto the neckline. And make use of the roundings of the skull. There where they go in, I pin the hairs aside. Although I know it's a bit asymmetrical, I do this on both sides the same way. And leave a part so I know where the length is I have to target on. Start by turning her around so you can watch with me. So now you can see she has a beautiful skull. Her neckline is in the center of the skull, so I have a lot of power into the neckline, but I have to make use of that, because when I go in here I get the perfect line on that line. I can see the line on the other side, so I'm gonna work on these lines. Take the hairs over, go to the center line, and go in the flow of the lines. Mijn bovenbuurman is ook zo gek aan het doen.
Wow.
Die heeft een hond. En in plaats dat hij buiten gaat spelen met de hond, gaat hij hierboven spelen met de hond. En dat is toch een bonk wat je dat hoort.
Klinkt heel bekend, want bij mijn buren hoor ik dit ook de hele dag.
Vreselijk.
En dan hebben ze ook nog een tekkeltje.
Oké. Ja,
En dat is de hele dag.
Dit is iets groter hond. You're talking about the neighbor upstairs. He has a dog. And he doesn't go out with the dog, so he always stays in. But he is about 140 kilograms himself. And when he's playing with the dog, you can hear this on my roof. Because everything is making sounds when he's playing with the dog. Create a nice soft neckline, so make sure I have nice flowing lines. Be aware of the way the hair falls, because you can see there's a movement into the hairs. Over the center line. I go also to the other side, turn one knife in. And created a nice soft line. Turn it. Take the hairs over, watch at the guide line. It's just on the line of the ears, so I know that is the highest line I have. And again make use of the roundings of the skull. Her implant is also a bit asymmetrical, so most hairs go that way. What I like about working with this tool is that it never damages the hairs. It always stays in nice condition. Free some upper hair. Take 1.5 centimeters on the line. Wet it in between. Take the hairs over the center line. Watch through the hairs on the line of the fall of the skull. And go in with the tip of my knife. Don't use the total knife. Just target on the beginning of the knife. Lay the hairs like I like them to lay into the fall of the skull lines. Oh, heerlijk die ventilator. Aan het eind van het seizoen is hij het mooist.
Oh, ik zou er helemaal gek van worden als ik daar een hele dag in moet.
Nee, maar ik hoef niet de hele dag, hè? Ik hoef alleen maar te YouTube. Take one more line on it, just above that, and I'm going to the other side because I have one to connect. And she has fine hair, so, and I want to get a lot of volume in this hair, so that's why I do 2 lines on this line. Just gently lay them into the line. And working with a hot knife is you never feel force on the knife because it travels very lightly through the hairs and then it seals the ends. Now cook that side. Take again 2 centimeters, pin it up, and already you can see the fall of the hairs, so you can see them going. Go to the center line, find me the guide, and the guide is laying here. And it is a bit asymmetrical line, so I have to know that it travels a little bit more down. But I have also the guideline at the front on the chin line. So I can always target on that. En de film hoor je dit bijna niet hoor, dat geluid van dat ding. Het is meer voor mij eigenlijk. Ik hou van industriële geluiden om te werken. Go to the center line, make a cross control. Adjust the line just because I sit now in the center so I can see what I did when I was sitting next to the center line. Because you want to see everything. You're the blame. No, it's not. I'm always to blame. Doesn't matter. Take the hairs over the rounding. Hold my fingers into the line of the skull line. And gently go in. Go back over the same line. Give it some other graduation. So when she wants to turn the hairs inside, she can also do this. Give it a rounding like it falls like that. Come from the center line till behind the ear. Watch the hair in between. Watch it the line on the front. Go in with my knife. Now pull it to the back so I get the same fall as I ended with the line beneath this. In the center line, I switch again. Gaat het goed met het kacheltje?
Ja hoor, ja. Ik heb ook wat haar aan mijn neus te krullen.
Oh, haal je dat gewoon weg. For those who watch the first time, we talk Dutch in between. We are in the Netherlands, so that's why. Thank God I'm not in China. Cannot speak Chinese. Turn a bit. Part myself a line, in the line, on the fall of the skull, into the line of the chin line. Wet hair again. Take the hairs over the rounding on the back. With pulling them over the rounding, I create some more graduation effect. Because then I use the roundings of the skull to guide my knife into the hairs. Take off the front a little bit, not much. And connect to the back, of course. Parts from behind the ear are mostly a little bit longer, so that's why I do this freehand style. Cut through the dry ends. Again, lay the hairs over the rounding, so use the rounding of the skull as a guide. Ja, wel lekker ook dat zomerstukje haar kwijt.
Ja.
Dat is een beetje het droge stukje wat er bovenaan staat.
Maar ik schrok er ook eigenlijk al van dat het zo lang geleden was. Het was eind juni of begin juli dat ik bij je was. Weet je.
Nou, maar dan zie je hoe goed een kapsel blijft zitten. Dat kun je er best lang mee doen.
Ja, nou het was wel, ik was er niet zo blij meer mee hoor de laatste tijd.
Nee, maar dat is logisch. Dat is ook wel nodig aan de vervanging toe natuurlijk.
Ik ben zo blij dat ik hier ben. Echt waar.
I'm so happy, oh so happy. She's happy that she is at the hairdressers, for those who don't understand Dutch.
I'm very happy.
So now you can see that I'm almost on the line where I need to go, because now I only have to take a tip off, but this is also connected to the other side, that's why it's a little bit shorter. So nice to have that playful effect on the hairs. Take it to the back. Take off only an ultra fine part. And the nice thing is when you work with this tool, you can also get the dry ends of the hairs that are not on the line of cutting. Just hold your hair straight, go in with your knife and softly go over the top. So the dry ends mostly jump out, so you can take them softly off. And then you're certain that they also be sealed by the knife. go to the other side. Daar wil iets in. First part, huh?
Philosophisch.
Ja, zeker. First part, the part that's from the top to the front. Lay this aside. Then I go into the back again. Connecting the hairs. Use the roundings of the skull again. Watch at my guideline. And the nice thing is when you work in the natural lines, you don't have to thin out at the end. Most hairdressers that pull the hair straight down always have to get in with a thinning scissor or create something more softness into the neckline afterwards. That I never do because I use the natural roundness, so I'm certain that I have the natural roundness, and they mostly fall very gently into the lines of the skull, and the hairs follow up each other, so that's also important. Watching my line, front, take off only an ultra fine part. So creating that bob feeling. Watch it fall when it falls free. Here's the same like I had on the other side in the freehand style. Those parts are just at the top of the ear, mostly are a little bit more long. So they take in a freehand style. Now first, before I go to the front, I clean up the neckline. The neckline. Watch where the fall goes in and where it goes the different way. In the opposite line I take them up. Get rid of the hairs I don't need. So I get a better fall on the contour line. The neck paper is already drowning. Lay the hairs back. See if there's rest into the neckline. That there is. Holding the softness. Go to the other side. See how wavy the neckline is. Then lay the hairs back, so get more rest into the line. Watch through the hairs and instead can see a little bit waving in beneath here. So take that softly out. So now I have a perfect neckline. The front. Oh. Watch at the fall of the front. Set aside what I don't want into the fringe. So watch to the perfect fall again. Take the hairs up in the line of the chin line. Watch over that line. And create a nice soft fringe. The wonderful thing of this tool is that when you have fringe, your hairs never irritate the skin because the ends are sealed. So you have always soft ends on the hairs, so they never get into the skin. Take the hairs over to the other side and make a soft connection on the longer side. This by rolling it motions, so I get the same feeling into the line of cutting. Lift them also the other way around. And gently do this line over. Make sure I have a perfect underline. So on the holy bone, I use the rounding of the holy bone, but I don't take the hairs that lay on the line downwards. So I only create this softness into the front. So a bit classic, but still a sexy bob.
Sounds like me.
Uh-huh. Going on top. Lift the hairs up. Take them up. With my thumb on my knife. Take off only the ends that I think that need to come off. Just have, and be sure I did all the hairs. So don't take off much. Just the part I can lay on top of the hairs and what you don't reach because you travel over the total head, so you never be sure you did everything. And better be sure than sorry. And then I'm gonna make her a beautiful color. We don't go for dark colors. Stay in the lines a bit like it is now, but then with more character. Only the neckline I make more deep, so there I put an extra natural color into the line, but that'll tell you when the color is done. So now I have a perfect bob on a perfect skull. So see how wonderful these lines are? They really flow into the lines to the front. Classic but sexy. Sassy.
Sassy.
Okay, make her of pure colors. It's a raw hair product. 877. It's a soft, friendly color. Do this with 20 volume, 6%. Applying this on the hairs. It's ammonia free, paraben free, so you don't have smell when you work. And the beautiful thing of this colors is they give a natural coloring, so you don't have hard lines, not hard colors. Now, I went till I get on the line of the fourth scope. So now I take a little bit more natural color into the line. Not much, just in the rest over, I think about 4.5 centimeters. Just to make the underline a little bit deeper of color, so it gets more power on top. Also for those who are hairdressers, with using two colors in a hairstyle, you make the difference, but you can use the same color by making it darker. And then a person at home never use two colors because they don't only buy one color. So when they do it at home, they have only one color. So you make a difference as a hairstyle. Then I lay the hairs back. Just lay them on the underlines. Then I close my foil on cloths. Free the plastic foil. Knot it. Now we go for coffee, tea, and you just stay there because we're back, of course, in less than a second. This takes 25 minutes, then it's ready, without heat. So don't go away. Okay, back from coloring. After 25 minutes, rinse it out. Put a nice step of fat over it. Then it's conditioner of glint. Now I'm gonna work with a product of Lanza. It's a curl effect product. Take this amount. What I like about products of Lanza is they always smell also nice. You can see the softness of this color. Brush this through the hairs. Now she can wear it, of course, also as a wet hairstyle. Showing that. And you can see how wonderful the lines are. So this is the wet version of the hair. Ja, dat gaan we ramen doen. Doe maar kijken. She turns around. Let's start blow drying her hair. Gaat niet goed.
Niet veel goed.
First dry it a little bit, so the most moist is out of the hairs. Now this is the natural wavy effect. I don't work it out more because I still have to brush it, but once you would dry it and just leave it drying by the air, it could be like this, so a bit wavy, and then you push it up, you have more volume. But now I'm going to start with a brush. Starting in the front and work my way to the back. Let's play with some air. So far blow drying. I really loved how the old color plays a little bit into the hairs. Gives the extra effect on it. Take a soft hairspray, it's a brush out of Lanza. This just to secure the hair, but the nice thing of this hairspray is you can really play with the hairs without destroying anything, and it don't sticks into it. Now I thank Rifka for being my model. Thank you for watching. Take out the protection. She will turn around to show you the end result, and we see each other next video. Bye bye. Lekker lijntje.
Hey, Rifka again. Time for something new. I think Bob, and for the rest I'll let Theo surprise me.
Okay. Will you turn around?